Hey everyone, I'm really excited to be talking in this video about LEGO investing. We're going to be talking about 3 things that make a LEGO set a good candidate for appreciation, and then also I'll be giving an example of a LEGO set for each one of these categories. The first category is exclusivity, the second category is theme, and then the third category is adult appeal, which will then be breaking down into 3 subcategories, but I really just want to jump right into this to get you guys the content that you need. So first, in exclusivity, what makes a LEGO set exclusive? Well, if it's hard to get a hold of, if there's a substantial price barrier, or if there's a really limited release, or if it's like in the past we've seen some really high gains from sets that were released specifically to LEGO employees, like the Christmas edition X-Wing Starfighter, which has just gone up to a crazy value these days because not many people were able to get their hands on it when it became available. One of the sets that, or minifigures actually, that I was able to acquire that would be considered pretty exclusive is actually the Darth Revan minifigure here. This was a minifigure that was available for purchase with during a May the 4th special a few years ago. And so I remember a lot of people really liked the minifigure and they were buying a lot of sets in order to get lots of the minifigures, but I don't think that anyone really had any idea that this minifigure just a few years down the road would be worth over $250 and still increasing. So that's definitely an exclusive deal because there's that price barrier. So you're not just able to go to the store and buy this thing. You have to get something off of lego.com. It has to be a certain amount of money in order to purchase it. And that's the only way that you could acquire this minifigure. So that's really what made the Darth Revan minifigure so valuable. And so in the future, it's good to be looking for things that are exclusive for LEGO sets that may not be available to everyone. Maybe it's exclusive to a store that you have access to, or maybe you've stumbled across it at a local LEGO convention. But exclusive sets definitely go up in value a lot more than ones that are just available to the general public as a rule of thumb, excluding other factors. The second topic that I'd like to talk about is theme. These are increase in importance as we're going along. So the theme is incredibly important to LEGO sets. The set that I have here is an example to talk about theme is actually the LEGO Star Wars Spider Droid, the homing Spider Droid, set number 75016. But this is not the most recent version of the Spider Droid that we have. This is one from a few years ago that I really purchased it because it was on a sale. That's another sub note in here. If something is on a sale, generally it makes a good purchase. Also, this is not financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. So just wanted to make you aware of that. But this set is a solid theme. Star Wars is a solid theme. It's the most consistent LEGO theme that we have access to, that everyone has access to, that you can go and purchase sets from, that in general people care about the theme. And a lot of the themes that we've had in the past, they come and go. Star Wars does not go. Star Wars is always there for you. Invest in, if you want to, you can think about investing in Star Wars. But generally, you cannot really go wrong with LEGO Star Wars. It's just such a solid theme. We've seen so many fantastic sets in the theme with both the minifigures and the sets, and it's proven itself as a theme that people enjoy collecting and are willing to pay a lot of money for. And that set, so I actually purchased it around $15 because it was on sale, and now you can't find it, up until it's about $150, $200 on eBay, and there's very few of them actually on eBay right now, the last time that I looked. And so I see that value going up just a little bit because it's not something that's way too special, but at the same time it has experienced a lot of gains, especially for a set that's new and sealed box. There are not many of them just floating around because it's a small set. Not many people considered investing in it, and so it turned out to be a pretty good sleeper hit for me. And then that really leads us into adult appeal. Adult appeal is the most important part of considering a LEGO investment purchase. A set that's going to go up in value later on. The only reason that it goes up in value is because adults, the people who have money, are willing to spend the money on that set. And so that's the reason why you're not seeing these 4+ sets going up in value. That's the reason why Duplo does not appreciate. Maybe bar a few exceptions, which again, it would be because of the adults that collect the things. But in adult appeal, we're going to be talking about the size of the set, which is important. the minifigures that are available within the set, and then also collectability. And the set that I have right here that I feel like really encompasses all three of those is the Lord of the Rings Uruk-hai Army. And this set not only nails adult appeal, but it also nails the theme as well. Lord of the Rings is the most solid theme as far as gains in after retirement that we have ever seen. Every single Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit sets have just skyrocketed in value because it is such it goes right up there with Star Wars. People collect Star Wars and people collect Lord of the Rings. They've got huge fan bases of people that are collecting them. And so the things that I would like to point out with this set, the size is not the most important, the most significant thing with the Uruk-hai Army here. But what is important is that it can be connected to the Helm's Deep set, which is kind of the flagship Lord of the Rings set, and people also have reason to collect multiples of this set, which flows right into collectability. So there are definitely reasons that people would want to have multiples of these sets if you're doing a lot of army building. And again, minifigures. Minifigures are in this set that people really care about. There's so many Uruk-hai minifigures in this set. This is the best bang for your buck that you're going to get these days. But this thing, when I purchased it, it was again on sale, like 50% off. I bought it for around $15, and now you can't buy the thing for just under $200 last time I checked. And so it has skyrocketed in value over the years. And so this set really nails adult appeal. The one area that this does not really excel in is the size of the set. So in the past, we've seen sets like the Millennium Falcon just absolutely blow up in price after it's retired. The old $500 one, especially when it first retired, because it was just a massive set that every single Lego fan wanted. And so that went from $500 to $3,000 over the course of a few years, new and sealed box. And now that the newest Millennium Falcon has come out, the price of the used $500 Millennium Falcon, the old one, has dropped quite a bit. But new and sealed box, that thing is still quite valuable because people still consider it to be a substantial collector's item. And so to apply that, what am I looking at? I'm looking at the newest Ultimate Collector Series sets. I'm looking at the most recently retired Super Star Destroyer, which I'm kicking myself for not getting earlier. That set retailed for $700. Everybody thought that it was overpriced because it had a low piece count, so not quite as many people were buying it. And just after retirement, I'm seeing the thing sell on eBay for over $1,100 already. So that's $400. That's over 50% growth just within the first few months of retirement. And that thing is only going up. And so the big pain with that set, with sets like that, is that they are so expensive to ship. So to wrap all of this up, I'm showing you the sets that I've got that have gone up in value quite a bit. And that's like, man, like, I could just bite into this, like I'm missing out. I just need to go buy some Lego sets. But the reality is, I've had these Lego sets sitting in my closet for years, and it's hard to do stuff with them because you've got to list them on eBay. You've got to wait for them to sell. You've got to package them up, and then you've got to ship them. And then you've got to get discouraged because eBay just scoops off the percentage of your profits between around 15% for someone who is just starting out with selling through eBay. Facebook Marketplace is also another viable option because you do not have to deal with those fees. So definitely do Facebook Marketplace if you can, especially if you're in a more populated area and in the city. But I am in a little bit more of a rural area, and so it's a lot harder to find people that are passionate about finding those bigger Lego sets and willing to drop as much money on them. You really do need a site like eBay that opens you up to the entire market of the US where I am. So those are all some things to consider when collecting Lego sets. Another thing that I would like to talk about under adult appeal and collectability is the collectability piece. I would like to just highlight the Brickheads theme as well as the Helmets theme that Lego has been pumping out a few sets for. Those sets are clearly, especially the helmets, they're clearly targeted toward adults. The Brickheads, they kind of look like Funko Pops, and so I think that they're trying to make them collectible. And you can see that the value of a few of the Brickhead sets that have retired have pretty consistently gone up. And so those are important things to think about. It's not just about buying a massive set or a set with a ton of minifigures. It's also, okay, does this flow into a line of existing care? Is this part of a theme that Lego fans have a reason to care about, or other people have a reason to care about outside of the set itself? Because if it's just a cool set in and of itself, it might go up just a little bit, but it's probably not going to be worth your time. What is really going to go up in value is something that people have a reason to collect and to want more of, and to not be satisfied until they finish their collection with that set. And so that's why Lord of the Rings did so well. That's why a lot of the Star Wars sets do so well. It's because people collect those things and they don't want to have a missing piece in their collection. Hopefully you can use all this to make your own decisions about Lego investing and whether you want to jump into it or not. I think that it's fun, especially as a Lego fan. It's fun to go, okay, I love this. I want to have this set as a Lego fan myself. I'm sure that other people down the road will want the same thing. That's kind of my caveman philosophy when it comes to Lego investing is, do I want it? Well, yeah, well, other people probably would as well. And so not everyone is a Lego fan. A lot of investors that I've seen on YouTube talk about their hauls that they've been picking up, and they're buying the most recent, the newest, the hottest Lego sets. And it's like, that's just not a wise Lego investment decision, because those sets have so far out from retirement. It's just not, it's not the wisest use of your money. And so hopefully you'll be able to use this to generate some more income for yourself if that's what you're about. And yeah, I hope you just are able to have fun with it and to approach Lego investing from a more strategic standpoint. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. I'm trying to get monetized, so there's a few thresholds that I need to hit before I do that. So I would really appreciate it if you do that. Let me know if you appreciate this kind of video. I love talking about Lego investing. And so yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out.